BRISC is a mobile app for capturing certain experiences during your time at Brookes. Its focus is employability skills, and it's a really easy way to note down an anecdote or a story related to an employability skill at the time it happens. Then, when you're preparing yourself for a job or a placement interview, BRISC will collate and remind you of those experiences so that you always have a good story ready to tell the interviewers. The app really is very easy to use, and by being on your phone or tablet, you will always have it at hand. You need your normal Moodle username and password to log in. Once you've logged in, you can leave it logged in so that you don't need to do this every time. But if you would prefer to, then you can always log out after each visit. To make things easier to find later, BRISC wants you to post your anecdote against a named employability skill. These can be accessed either by category, Brookes attribute, or the CBI and NUS categories, or more easily from this alphabetical list. Imagine I'm a student. Let's say I recently had to chair a meeting for one of my coursework groups and had previously found it really difficult to get everyone to focus. But this time I hit on the idea of printing off a formal agenda with time allocated to each item. And it worked really well. I'd like to capture that on BRISC as it shows how I have overcome a problem. So I choose meetings, organising and chairing as the main skill area. I choose a title that will make sense to me later, and then I enter what happened. I can link it to the module code here. Notice that BRISC is clever enough to already know which modules I'm doing this semester, but I don't have to link it if I don't want to. Maybe the meeting was at a Brookes Society and not part of my coursework at all, in which case I can select not applicable. And down at the bottom here, I can even add a link to a document or video if I want to as well. So in this case, it may be the agenda I created for the meeting. Press save, and there, my anecdote is saved. Now, let's fast forward in time and pretend that you're about to go for an interview for a really good placement or your dream graduate job. You can review all of your anecdotes by each employability skill to remind yourself of those good stories you have to tell. You can use BRISC at an even earlier stage to help you write a job or placement application. So let's choose meetings, organising and sharing again, and we can see that you have made a number of entries over the years. You can just look at the titles to remind yourself, or maybe you want to go into each one in turn for more detail. It doesn't really matter, either way BRISC is there to help you. Now, when you get asked to interview to talk about your experience of leading or chairing meetings, you have some tangible examples to share. Or indeed, when you were asked that awkward question, tell me about a group work situation where things weren't going too well and what you did about it, you'll have a really great story to tell. If you prefer not to use your phone or tablet to capture your skills, BRISC is actually just a front end to the Moodle blog space that every student has. When you create a post in BRISC, the app just creates it in Moodle for you. This means that all of the stories are available to enter, view and edit on your PC and laptops too, and can be saved when you leave the university. So, BRISC has been designed especially for you to capture and personalise all the employability opportunities open to you whilst you are here at Brookes. It's simple and easy to use, and it might just help you get that job. It's available for Apple, Android and Windows phones from the usual app stores. Download it today. You don't need to wait for your tutors to tell you to use it. Start BRISCing now.